When I arrived at Shanghai, it was quite an adverse experience for me. It was like the third or fourth meeting here, and I was on a train, getting off the train, and I felt my pocket vibrate. I was like, let me just check that email. And the email was like, oh, you're an American, so you're not going to be receiving financial aid. And I was like, whoa. And I was stunned by that. So I came here, had a poker face on, but when I went back, I was like, okay, what am I going to do? It was just one of those situations where like I didn't know the outcome. I didn't know how I was going to get to Shanghai, but I was like, I'm going to get there. And I had a really good 2016. I sold my book. It went on to sell in like different parts of the world, Norway, UK, here in the US, Philippines. And at that time, I was doing a lot of public speaking and whatnot, so I was very good, doing good for myself. And I was like, you know what? Let me just take the risk. So I took everything that I had and I wiped out my bank account. I said, I'm gonna go. Like, there's nothing stopping me. And I had enough money for a flight, visa. It's all me. Nobody helped me. My flight, my visa, and a few things. It was just accommodation. And then my uncle helped me out with the accommodation. And I remember my brother saying, Amadeus, like, this key moment. My brother was like, Amadeus, you have enough money to get there. How are you gonna survive? And I was like, give me 3 months and I'll figure it out. So I arrived in Shanghai, adverse background, everything. I mean, at this point, I'm like, okay, I was focused. The beautiful thing about traveling, living abroad, has anyone lived abroad before? Like, have you lived abroad before? Lived abroad?
I'm guilty, but I was with the United States Navy.
Oh, so you have lived abroad, yeah. And the beauty is that you get to reinvent yourself, right? Just like that. And we didn't have social media. We didn't have the American social media, so I just reinvented myself as a graphic designer. I did previous graphic design work, but nothing that can really get me employed. But I said, you know what? I'm a graphic designer now. So I spent all my days and nights applying for jobs. And within 3 weeks, I got my first job as a graphic designer there. But I remember that month came, got that first check, and I started bawling. I was crying. I'm like, yo, like, my brother asked, like, just a month ago, I didn't know how I was gonna get here. My brother's on the phone saying, how are you gonna survive? And it only took me 3 weeks. And so when I got my first paycheck, I was bawling. And I was like, all right. And I got a pretty good paycheck, so it was graphic design as a foreigner, everything's good. But something hit me, I was like, okay, I don't wanna leave this city, Shanghai, without leaving something behind. The work that I was doing at a graphic design company was really good, but I was like, let me just do something else. So I took those 2 cameras. Well, I had 1 camera at the time and one microphone. And I started going to events and I just started filming. I just started filming events for free, just doing free work, doing free photography, just with no expectations, just filming. And after about 3 months of doing that, of just filming of different events, short films for people, corporate events, it took one person to ask me, Amadeus, how much do you charge for a video? And I told him my price, and from there on out, I doubled my income, just like that, right? And that's when I realized, it brought me back to something that one of the ladies told me when I first got to Shanghai. She explained Shanghai like this, and in pretty much any major city. She said, Amadeus, Shanghai is like a washing machine. It just goes like this, right? And it's like, some people come in and they don't necessarily fit in the washing machine. But other people, if they can do the right, they go right with the flow. And what I realized in those 3 months, I was just doing free work for people. I was actually building enough momentum so that when I started charging, everything just came right to me. It just flew right abundantly to me. And that's when I realized the power of currency, right? And I say currency and not money, because money comes and money comes and money comes and money goes, right? But currency expands. energy expands. So throughout those 6 months of me just doing free work, I was building enough energy so that it was expanding, you know, my notoriety, my trust, and everything. And that's when I realized that, okay, if I ever want to make it in this world, in any city I go to, I'm really going to have to put service first. I'm really going to have to allocate, you know, some of my resources for free, give it to people without any expectation of getting anything back. Because just by law, if I put out enough energy, positive energy, it's going to come back.